All right, so this is our basic beat, quarter notes. All right, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called half notes. Half notes each get 2 beats, all right? So if you were gonna clap them, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? This is a half note with a dot, and to get to 4 beats, you have to add one more note. This is our half note with the half note gets 2 beats, the dot gets 1 beat. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and we have a 4th beat there. This is called a whole note. A whole note gets 4 counts. As I started to say a minute ago, this is probably old stuff to some of you, but we have to start to make sure everybody is on the same page. All right, so a whole note gets 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start here at the bottom and let's clap them together and count our rhythm out loud, okay? Here we go. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. Next line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's how our rhythm works. That's how rhythm works. Now across the page from that, the next page you should see is page has it says Camptown Races. Everybody see Camptown Races on page 15? All right. Make sure when I ask you a question, shake your head yes or no so I can make sure that we can at least make progress. All right. So in Camptown Races, let's first clap the rhythm of it. So we're going to do just like quarter, 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 half note. We're going to go from the right hand to the left hand and back. Just do the rhythm. All right, here we go. So you can say quarter, we'll just say 1. 1 for a quarter note. 1, 1, 1, 1, because we don't, that's as easy as we can do at the moment. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Half note. Quarter, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. Next line. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody with me so far on that? All right. Don't be afraid to say no. Okay. If you shake your head no, we'll come fix it. All right. So let's now remember we had our 2nd and 3rd fingers in our right hand and our 2 and 3 and 4. So we're going to in this one. We're going to go right here where middle C was. Where middle. There. All right. So I want you to take your left hand and put fingers 2 and 3 right there. All right. And, oh no, other way around. Down here. Left hand, 4, 3, 2. Right hand, 2, 3. So let me hear you play. Now you need to pull that plug out. Pull that big 1/4-inch plug out so that we can hear. Can you hear yourselves? Pull that out so we can. Just have your volume at about 2 or 3. It doesn't need to be very high because we're all going to play. All right. So right here by middle C, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3. Let's see if we can play that together. Ready? Go. 4. Okay, do it again. Ready? Play. Okay, so those are our fingerings numbers. So we're starting 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. All right, let's see if you can do it. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 2. Oops, start with your right hand. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2. Next line and 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. All right, got to read those finger numbers. Let's try that again and say those finger numbers as you play them. Say those finger numbers as you play them. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me get mine powered up. here we go. Are you ready? Saying the finger numbers as we play them. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, then down. 2, 2, 3. Left hand. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2. Next line. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Left hand. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You have to make sure that these half notes get 2 counts each time. Let's try it again. All right, here we go. Say those finger numbers as we play. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, next line, 2, 2, 3, 4. Now you will notice another thing, that some of those notes have the stem going up like this, and then others have the stem going down like that. When that stem goes down, that tells us we're playing with the left hand, even though he already tells us there. All right? Let's try it one more time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, now, let's try one other thing. Let's pretend that we're not playing our laptop this time, that we're really playing a piano keyboard. We're going to try to make it a little more musical, so that now when you repeat a note, you obviously have to repeat if it repeats on the same note. If you're going to a different finger, try to connect it to the next note. All right? All right, here we go. Saying the finger numbers. 1, 2, oh, nice big hand positions. Make sure you're feeling on the tips of your fingers, not like this, like this. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, left hand, 2, 3, 2, 3, going on, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. Good. And you see at the very end of this piece, you see 2 lines like this. All right? That tells us we're at the end of the piece. That's called an ending. That's the end of the piece. All right. One more time. Here we go. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Say those finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Next line. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. We always hold that last note. If it's a quarter note, it has to hold 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. One last time. Really, you're getting better. I think everybody getting the hang of it, even though it might not be perfect. We're just sight reading. Here we go. 1, 2, finger numbers. Go. Next line. The page, or go on to the next page where it says white key names, music alphabet melodies. We talked about this a little bit the other day. As if I go down to the very bottom of your keyboard, the very last note down there, it would be an A. All right. So if we went down there and started with our right hand, if you reach over with your right hand and went A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's do that again. And every time we get to G, we hold it 2 beats, and then we'll go on up, okay? Starting on the very bottom note, the very bottom note. All right? Ready? Go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Keep going. a minute. So, you're not quite getting what we start. Now we're starting way down there at the bottom, the white notes. We're looking at the white notes, the very bottom, the very last one. We're going to do it just with our second finger. We're just going to use our second finger. Let's start over. Play the very bottom note down there. Okay, and see, we're going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Then we're going to start over. Okay? And whenever we get to a C, like a C is always next to the two black notes. We're playing the white notes now. All right, here we go. Starting at that end. 1, 2, ready, go. A, B, C, D, E, F, half note. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, stop. That C that you played right there should be middle C. Is everyone at middle C by that point? Everyone got middle C? All right. So you see how the musical alphabet works? We could go on up to the top, but we won't do that. All right, all right. Now let's go down, and let's take your right hand, and let's go down to the bottom edge of the keyboard to the first C. So find those last two black notes and find the C that's right next to it. And with fingers 1, 2, 3, we're going to go C, D, F. Just do those 3 notes. Ready? Go. All right, just those 3 notes. One more time. Ready? Go. Now go up to the next C and play them again. Ready? Go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start at the low end. We're going to play C, D, E, move. C, D, E, move. All the C, Ds, and E's, all right? Here we go. Play that first C. Using your right hand, your thumb of your right hand. All right, here we go. Say the names of the notes as you play them. Ready? Go. Wait just a minute. Right hand. Yeah, right hand. All right. On that C. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, move. C, D, E, move. C, D, E, middle C, C, D, going on, and C, D, E, C, D. One more. Good, excellent. So those are all the C, Ds, and E's, and you're beginning to do them like this, which is connected. Don't do them like this. Hear the difference? Don't let up on one until you play the next one. Let's do that one more time. All right. Now, this time let's start at the bottom, and let's start soft. Every time you move up to the next C, play just a little louder. Okay, here we go. Way down there at the bottom. 1, 2, ready, soft. C, D, E, move. Keep going. A little louder, and don't get any faster. Everybody ended up at the top there together? Good. All right. So those are C, Ds, and E's. So we always know that whenever you play a C, it's always going to be next to the 2 black notes there. It's kind of an anchor there. All right. Turn to the next page. And it says an interval. It says at the top, it says interval. An interval is the distance between 2 notes. So if I were to play C and E, that's what we call an interval of a third. And here's why. If I play 1, 2, 3, C, E, that would be an interval of a third. And the reason we start talking about these is so as we begin to play, we see these intervals, and then we're going to start listening as to what they really sound like. Okay, so we can see if we have a C to an E, it's going to sound. And better yet, like I just played, if I play that C on middle C, we know that that third is going to sound like that. We'll get into more of that. All right, so those are thirds. So let's try a little bit of warm-up here. So let's go back down to our first C at the very bottom, And we're gonna play, first of all, we're gonna play our interval broken, C, E, 1, 3, and then we're gonna play it blocked together. So play C, E, together. Find that very, let's do it on middle C one time, you'll hear it better, all right? Find middle C right on the, all right. Here we go, so we're gonna play 1, 3, together, go. One more time, ready, go. All right, now let's go back down to the low end of the keyboard, and let's start there, and we're gonna move up. Ready, 2, 3, go. C, E, together. C, E, together. Go on. Go on. Connect them together. One more. All right, and when you play that like that, when you play that C to E, go ahead and keep your second finger on that note in the middle. It's not going to play, but don't have it wandering around somewhere. So whenever you move, you want to move and get. I can't do it all because it's too big. But when I go from here to here, I want each finger to stay on a note. All right, let's do that one more time. Starting soft then and get louder as we go. Starting with our interval of a C. Ready? Go. C, E, together. A little louder. C. Now connect them together. One more. Excellent. You're still trying to speed up on me. You want to get done early. All right. Look at merrily we roll along. All right. Now, it tells us 2 or 3 things here at the beginning. We see the notes with the stems going up. That's right hand. And then the stems going down. So we're going to go all the way across on the right hand and then come back and go all the way across on the left hand. At the beginning, we see the letter P. That is short for piano, which tells us playing soft. All right? Piano playing soft. All right. Let's find it. Let's put our third finger of our right hand on the E right above middle C. So that puts your thumb right on middle C. So would you play me C, D, E? Go. Now go. Let's do it backwards. E, D, C. Go. Now hold that hand right there. Hold that hand right there. And let's take your left hand and put your third finger of your left hand on the C below middle C and play 3, 2, 1, go. Oops, somebody went too far. Find middle C and just go down to the next C right below it. All right, play me 3, 2, 1, go. Oop, one more time, ready? Go. Good, I think we all got there, okay? It's all right if you make a mistake. It's all right, all right. Now let's do 1, 2, 3, go. Now just the left hand, your first finger should be on E, and your third finger should be on C. So let's do 1, 2, 3, go. Right hand, do 3, 2, 1, go. Now, left hand, do 3, 2, 1, go. Now do 1, 2, 3. All right, keep your hands right there. Now, that's where we're going to end up for merrily we roll along. Before we even play that, let's look at the rhythm. You notice each group of notes is in a group of what would be 4 beats. So it would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So let's clap the rhythm. Clapping the rhythm. Here we go. We'll say 1 for a quarter note, 2 for 1, 2 for a half note, and we then have a whole note at the end. All right, here we go. Clapping the rhythm of merrily we roll along. Ready? Go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Next line. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, when we do a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to give it 4 whole beats, okay? 4 whole beats. All right. Now, let's see if we can't play this. All right. So take your right hand, your thumb is on middle C, then D and E, and then your 4th finger will be on F, and your 5th finger will be on G, but we're not use this. 3, 2, 1. The next row down, 3rd finger is on C, 2nd finger is on D. All right. So let's say we're going to do, we're going to say the finger numbers like this. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. 3. 2nd finger. 2, 2, 2, 1. Left hand. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's try that again. All right, here we go. I'll play them up here. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. 2nd finger. 2, 2, 2, 3. Left hand. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's do it one more time. Let me add a little accompaniment to that. All right, here we go. Ready? 1. Now we're going to start piano. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2, 3. Next line. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. All right. Now, let's try it again. And can you say the names of the notes? Now they're printed here for you. You don't get that help for very long because we're going to learn to read the music. All right. But let's say it. All right. Just say the names. And so when you get to the interval of a third, we'll do 3. Let's see. E, D, C, D, E, E, C, E, C, something like that. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. E, D, C, D, E, E, C, D, 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 E, E, C. Left hand. E, D, C, D, E. Now let's do it one more time. Only this time let's count them as if we have 4 beats in each group. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, like that. All right, here we go. From the beginning. Are you ready? And 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. I think you're all catching on really quick, really quick. All right, so go to the next page. All right, now we're going to do something. We're going to play the same song, only we're going to transpose it just a little bit. So here's what we're going to do. Right hand. Your thumb is on C, correct? That's where it should be, all right? We're going to take that and we're going to move it up to F. So take your right hand and go C, D, E, F, and put your thumb right there. And then F is always right next to the group of 3s. So play me. F, G, A. Go. I think we all got to the right place. Good, do it again. Excellent. Now, down here we have our 3rd finger on C. So we're going to do C, D, E, F. So let's hear 3, 2, 1. Go. One more time. Ready? Go. Yeah, okay. We're in the right place. Now we're going to do the same song. The same fingerings, only in a different place. All right, here we go. Right hand. Ready? 1, 2. Let's count it again. 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. Second finger. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands up there. Let's do it one more time. All right. Now this one tells us that, hold on. This one tells us to start forte, doesn't it? See the F there? That means forte. Oh, and look at this. Look at if you can see it in your microscopic score down here on your phone. See those vertical lines? It says bar lines. Those bar lines are dividing us into measures. Between a bar line and a bar line is called a measure. And in this piece, we have 4 beats in each measure. So we're counting. You've been counting it already. You just didn't know that you were doing that. All right. Here we go. Let's try merrily be roll along in 4 beats to a measure. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. Let's do it one more time because I don't think you were playing forte that time. Forte means you have to give a little more energy to it. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 3. All right, all right. Now you see the bar lines. You can see that it says there. You can see that a measure. Notice in the second line, you see that number 5 in a square. That tells us that's the measure number. That tells us we're in the 5th measure. Okay, the 5th measure. So if you started the measures at the beginning, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're going to do sometimes when we're playing together. We maybe don't always want to go back to the beginning. We want to start at a certain measure. So that's what we measure the numbers. All right. So now we've played in 2 keys. We've played intervals of a third, both broken and blocked. We transposed it another time. We've played soft, we've played loud, and we've played in rhythm. So we've come a long way in just a few minutes. All right, turn the page. We're not done yet. All right. Now we're going to go back and we're going to, we've already had our thirds. I do have one favor to ask. Don't dink around, please, while I'm trying to explain it, because it might be confusing to somebody else. All right. If you have a question or you don't understand, then let me know. So when we had from a C to an E was the interval of a third, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. We always start with the first number. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to go back and we're going to pick up an interval of a second, which means basically that one note to the next. So 1, 2. That's an interval of a second. 2, 3. That's an interval of a second. 2, 3. That's an interval of a second. All right. So we're going to get to our part of a scale here. We're going to go to a pentascale. We all know the penta means 5. So we're going to start out working in groups of in 5 with 5 notes, and that's a C pentascale. And if we put our thumb on C, middle C, put each finger on a note, that gives us a pentascale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put your thumb on middle C, and let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? Go. Now let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Play. There's our pentascale. There's a 5-note scale. Left hand, your little finger is on the C below middle C. Each finger is on a note with the curved hand position. So we're going to do 5, 4, 3. Ready? Ready? Go. make sure that your little finger is on the next C down from middle C, not 2 C's down. All right, let's do that again. Ready? Starting with your 5th finger. Ready? Go. Now you're starting with your 5th finger and then going up and come back down. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Oh, we're part of the left hand. There you go. 1, 2, 3, go. Something doesn't sound right somewhere. Oh, I see it. Put your 5th finger on C. There you go. All right. See, all right, let's do it one more time. Ready? Go. Now, start with your 5th finger, your little finger. We're going to go up first. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Excellent. Now we're all on the same page. All right. Now, if I had, let me find something here to show you. This is my key, my giant keyboard. All right. If I put my hands down on this, remember I've got an egg or something underneath here. I don't want to see this part of your hand down below. It needs to be up like this, not down like this. It's going to become apparent in a couple weeks while we do that, but that's just something we want to do. All right, let's try our pentascale as it's printed here. So we're going to do the right hand, then we get to a whole note, and then in measure 5 we get to a left hand, and then at the end we see our 2 double. So we have these are called bar lines at the end. That's called a double bar line. That tells us we're at the end of a piece, right? But if we see that bar line with those 2 dots, I told you we're going to learn lots of little signs and symbols. That tells us to go back to the beginning and play it again. It's kind of repeat, all right? So when we get to the end of the measure with that whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, we start back at the beginning. All right, so let's play this C pentascale warm-up in seconds, and let's say the names of the notes as you play them, okay? They're written for you there. Here we go. Forte the first time, soft the second time. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G. C, D, E, F. Hold, 2, 3, left hand, first finger. 4, 3. G, F, E, D. Hold 4 beats, go back to the beginning, softly go. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F, G, 2, 3. Next line. G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Often, yes, it's kind of boring. And when you play the piano, and you hold a note, what's going to happen? The sound's going to go away, isn't it? Because there's just no. If you were playing a wind instrument like a flute or a clarinet or something, you could make your breath go and you can hold that volume until the very end or even get louder. On a piano, it's automatically going to get softer. That's just how it is. All right, look across the page where it says thirds. Okay, so now we've played, the last pentascale we played was in seconds. Now we go back to our interval of a third, like 1, 3, or 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, that would be a third. 3, 4, 5, that would be a third. So we go C, E, G, G, E, C. So we're warm up with thirds. Let's just sight read it and see what happens saying the names of your fingers, which means you're only going to say, well, 1, a 3, or a 5. All right, here we go. 1, 2, forte the first time, piano the second time. Notice there's a repeat at the end. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 5. Second line, ready, measure 5, 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 5. Do it again, softly, go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. With me so far? Everybody with me? All right, turn the page. Now, I'm not going to play this one in class today because I think it's a little ahead of time. Where are we supposed to be? But you can look at it next time, between now and next time. So what the important thing is here in this one is we start to learn about form. A lot of times the composer will use a little part of a piece and then do it again. And if we can begin to learn the form, we can see that, like, if the same is in measure 1 and measure 4 and measure 7, then we can begin to see some similarities. So if I were to look at Ode to Joy here, let's just first of all, let's clap the rhythm, all right? Okay? And since we now know about measures, we can clap and count it in 4. All right. So we're on Ode to Joy, where it says right hand, but we're just going to clap the rhythm in 4s. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, half. Now you can see that in the first 4 measures, the rhythm is the same, isn't it, in the second 4 measures. Now let's clap. You can see in measures 9, 10, 11, and 12, you can obviously tell that it's a little different. The rhythm is almost the same, but the notes look a little different. They don't just move in seconds, all right? So let's do measure 9 and 10, 11, 12. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Half. Now, see, they ask you at this point to do both hands together, and I don't think we're quite ready for that yet, but we can clap the rhythm of the right hand, okay? Clap the rhythm of the right hand in measure 13. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, half note. So if I were going to play for you measures 1, 2, 3, and 4, here's what it sounds like. Here's measure 5, 6, 7, 8. So they were almost the same, weren't they? The only difference was a little bit in the last measure. But listen to 9, 10, 11, and 12. That wasn't the same at all. So that's our B section. Now listen to 13. That was almost, it was like measures 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we learned to look at the forms of the piece. You can look at that one on your own between now and next time, because I want to go on and we'll skip pages 26 and 27. All right, because we want to go right on to page 28, or probably in the other book, it's probably page 22, maybe. Is it 22 where it says orientation to the staff? Okay, and if you're looking at that old book, it's always 6 pages different. All right. So the staff of music. Now we've been playing, and the reason we're going to learn a staff is so that we know where on the piano to play. I mean, do I want to play C here or down there? And so that's what we're going to learn is the staff. All right. And for right now, at the very beginning, the right hand, you're going to see this. That's called a treble clef. That's called the bass clef. And like I said, it may be old hat to you, but there may be someone in here that doesn't know that, all right? So in the treble clef, we're going to go, our notes are going to go up, and in the bass clef, our stems are going to go down, okay? Probably maybe somewhere a line in your lifetime, all right? In maybe music class in elementary school, maybe, hopefully, you talked about the names of the lines and spaces, E, G, B, D, F, every good boy does fine. Maybe that's ringing a bell for some of you, all right? And then the names of the spaces in the treble clef, were F, A, C, and E, all right? Maybe that, you know. In the bass clef, we have G, B, D, F, A. Good burritos don't fall apart. All right, there's our acronym for the bass clef, and A, C, E, G. All cows eat grass. All right. So those are. But if I were to start at the beginning down here, let me draw. If you can see it way down over here. Here's my. So here's, if I have that little line right in the middle there. That's called the ledger line, and a note that sits right on that line, that's middle C. So when you see something like that, you see it there on the second page, on page 29. You can see that note in the middle. That's middle C. So when I see that, I know that I'm playing that note right there. I'm not playing C down here or up there. That's middle C. And so we just go on up, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, we'll just go an octave, all right? So if a note is in between two lines, we say it's in a space. If it's on a line, the line goes right through the middle. So there's C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, okay? So there's middle C. Middle C is on that line right there. E it's on that ledger line. That's how we know where to put our hands on the keyboard. So if you know where you're supposed to be, that's called the staff, okay? It's called the grand staff because we're using our right hand in the top and our left hand in the bottom, all right? So you can see all of those notes. It's pretty good. You get your book to bookmark this page because you can always come back and say, oh, what note is what note? And we always start from the bottom. So if I look at letter E right there, that's a letter E. It's on the first line, the bottom line. So we would go up from there. The third line would be G, and then B, and then D. So we start at the bottom and count up. So that's how we know where to put our hands on the staff. Okay, look real quick like now at page 30. We're almost to the end. We're going to get caught. We're going to make our goal anyway. All right. So now we're going to get what's called a time signature. And I'm going to talk about this now. I'm going to tell you on the second day of class, I'm going to ask you about this time signature on our final. And it always amazes me how many people don't put the right thing down, even though we talk about the time signature almost every day. And we will talk about it in every piece, all right? So first of all, when you're playing right there at the very beginning, in this piece, you see a 4 and a 4, all right? And then the bass clef too. That tells us, listen carefully, 4 beats to a measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. Now, if we were really advanced, we might have a half note there, so a half note would get 1 beat, or an eighth note. We'll talk about them later. But right now, quarter note gets 1 beat. 4 beats in a measure, quarter note gets 1 beat. If you look at the next page, you see the time signature is 3/4. That tells us 3 beats in a measure. Half note gets, or quarter note gets 1 beat. So look on page 30, down there at the bottom, where it says it starts with a low A. You see that little hairpin thing underneath it? That's called an accent mark. So when you get an accent mark, you're going to get it with a little umph. All right. So let's use your right hand. Okay. So your right hand second finger, would you find middle C and play C? Play middle C. All right. Now move it down one octave to the next C down there. All right. Now, so you're right here. Now move it down 2 notes, F or B, A. Play that note. So I went from C, C, B, A. So we're going to play this kind of like we did at the beginning. We're going to do 1, 2, half note, 1, 2, or no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, half. No, when we get to G, we're going to play the half note. All right, let's play that 4-beat alphabet. All right, as you can, look at your screen there. Ready? Go. A, B, C, D, E, F, half note. A, B, C, D, E, F, half note. A, B, C, D, E, F. Stop, and that's where it stops, right there. Now, can we go back and do that again? And could you put the accent on the first beat of every measure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, okay? Okay. Find C. Find the next C. 2 notes down to A. All right. Okay, say the notes as we play them. Say the names. Ready? Go. A, B, C, D, E, F, half note. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. All right, now, that was good. Now look across the page to where it says time signature of 3/4. Now we're going to play the same notes, but we're going to play them in a different time signature. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, here we go. C, C, A. All right, here we go. In 3/4 times. So don't count to 4, only count to 3. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, do you see that accent? Put the accent on the first beat of every measure. Get that A. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sounds like a complete different set of notes, doesn't it? Because the rhythm is different. But we played 1 in 3/4 and 1 in 4/4. So we're going to talk about that time signature. All right, let's look real quick at page 32. So this is going to be your homework for next time. All right. And then we're going to be in class. And so 1 week from today, hopefully, if everything goes like we want it to, if you might want to take a picture over to page 36 and 37, which is Russian folk song. You can take a picture in a minute, because that's going to be our first little playing test. But we'll talk about it on Tuesday. So go back to page 32 and find Yankee Doodle Dandy. All right, find Yankee Doodle. I couldn't get it done yesterday. Wednesdays are my busiest days because I'm still doing church music, even though I've retired from it. And that's what I really do in real life. I've been a church musician all my life, and well, I've retired from that. But now I've been doing this for a long time too. But Wednesday is still rehearsal day, so I will scan a bunch of these pages and put them into Blackboard so that you can see them. All right, look at Yankee Doodle. Now, it doesn't, and you two guys in the back, I'm just about done, so I'm gonna be back there in just a minute. Okay, so Yankee Doodle, it doesn't tell us, but if we look at it, we see that there are like 4 beats in each measure. So our time signature would be 4-4. So you need to write that when you get your book. Write that in at the beginning. Write Yankee Doodle in. You see that it's your first finger starts on middle C. All right. Now, as you look across the line, you see the first time your left hand plays is in measure 4, and your thumb of it says B with your thumb. So your thumbs are right next door to one another, right next door. All right? So this is your second part of your homework for Tuesday. And I will try to get that into Blackboard as well. There's a recording of it so you can hear it, all right? I want you to also don't look across the page at these two, see if you can figure out what the time signature will be, all right? And then we get this one little marking. See where it says pedal mark? And you can see it down below all the notes. That tells us we're gonna put our right foot pedal down, the damper pedal. And it's going to play all those notes. And it doesn't let up yet. It stays down. And then we get to the end and we lift our pedal and our thumb at the same time. All right. So look at those two pages, Yankee Doodle, clock, and then look at page 35. Those are our assigned pieces for Tuesday. 32, 33, 34, 35. We'll for sure talk about them in class, and so to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And then we'll talk about the Russian folk song. And usually what I will do is I'll assign you, we may not get to it until the Tuesday right before an assessment, but I'll always tell you a week ahead of time what we're going to do for our next assessment. So you can go ahead and be looking at it. So if you want to scan and take pictures of any of these pages right now, try to do that. I need to go now. Here's what I need you to do. All right. Elementary here. I don't have any spray stuff anymore. Let's see if this one's dried out. I haven't got left open, so it's not. I didn't bring the other one. All right. Okay, we'll skip this. Normally what we do is we kind of sanitize our stuff here. But these are all, the lid got left open. They're not any good. They won't do us any good. We'll just hope that you don't have any stuff to play. All right, so I need you all, you can take copies as you want, take pictures as you want, but I need you all